How's it going, guys? I have a lot to talk about today. It is day 3, so I had to start again, of recording a video every morning. It's the 24th of September. I'll do the old show the camera. But I figured I'd do this one as a YouTube video. That's why I've got the camera angle a bit different here. Might cut it into some quick shorts as well. Or I'll do a short and then a YouTube video. But this one, there was 3 things I wanted to talk about. One, the reason why I come outside and record a video, and literally how good it is. Like, I didn't even realise this until this morning, how good this is that I come down here. And I want to be grateful for my parents, specifically my mum, for keeping this property. And I'm grateful that I have access to somewhere I can actually come out in nature. Like, I'm pretty far from any buildings or any man-made stuff at the moment. I'm literally just basically down in the property around trees. I've actually got a dam in front of me. There's 2 ducks just landed in the water then. And I really just want to sit and be grateful for what I have, because I have a lot. And when you're grateful for what you have, it helps you not seek more in life, especially things that cost a lot of money, that don't actually make you that happy. When you can just appreciate what you've got, it's a much better way to live, because then you have more money to set aside for special occasions, food, travel, and just being more happy with what you've got is definitely a better way to live, and be grateful for what you have. And if you don't have to work, if you don't spend a lot of money, you don't need to work as much either. So if you don't like your job, you probably end up getting stuck in it because you need the money for being able to rent somewhere and eat food, like the minimal requirements really. But I'm very lucky and grateful for what I have. The other thing I really wanted to talk about is yesterday I had an amazing day, super focused. And before I tell you possibly why, I want to say that having an open mind is one of the most important things ever. So I would consider myself to have an extremely open mind. Don't argue with anyone. I'm always willing to try things, even if I don't think they work. So I didn't really think, from listening to people online, that therapy was gonna work for me. It seemed pointless, and people sort of convinced me that it was pointless, in the sense of oh, what are you gonna get from talking to someone? You can just go to the gym for 20 minutes, get some exercise, or go for a run, whatever, and then that helps most people. And I agreed with that, but with an open mind, I tried therapy for a few months. Spent a lot of money on it too. It's not cheap. Having someone to speak to weekly and try and get something from them, I don't think it worked for me. And I'm not going to say that it is pointless, because for some people it might work, but for me, it didn't really work. It's kind of pointless. But in having an open mind and trying that, I also learned something about myself that I guess could be a big deal. It could not be a big deal. It could also not be true, but like I said, keep an open mind, that I might have ADHD. And keeping an open mind didn't, I'm not going to argue or anything, or just, keeping an open mind here. So by having an open mind, I'm willing to try things. And right now, I'm trying medication for ADHD, just to see how it affects me. It might work, it might not. But things like this, I feel like a lot of people won't be willing to try because they don't have an open mind, and they're stubborn, and they think that they're right and everyone else is wrong, or a select few are wrong, and they're not willing to try things for themselves. Another example is the carnivore diet. I didn't really think that was going to work, especially if I go to the gym every day and I don't put on weight anyway. So most people use the carnivore diet to lose weight, which to me made sense because they're not having any carbs. but they also said that it increased focus and energy. I didn't really understand that too much. I tried researching into it to find out why. I learned about ketosis and how the body uses carbs and sugar as energy, and alternatively it can use fat as energy, and supposedly that was a superior energy source, and that when you are using fat as your main energy supplier, you have more energy and more focus and just better energy. You feel better than using carbs. And I didn't really think that was going to work, because I didn't know, actually I did know some people on carnivore, but they didn't look like they were, way better off on carnivore, and also it's very expensive. But keeping an open mind, I wanted to try it because I was having very low energy levels throughout the day and not being able to focus, and this was the most important thing to me because I really wanted to get this app going, which I'm still trying to focus on. I'm on day 50 of carnivore at the moment, and I've just started adding stuff back in, like coffee and cheese, which I'll get to again because, as I was saying, I had a really good day yesterday. But being on the carnivore diet for me hasn't had the results that they say it would. But I have been also told to do it for 90 days, so I'm sort of committed, but sort of now like adding stuff in, like a bit of cheese or a bit of dairy and coffee, because I should have had results after the first 4 weeks at least. And yeah, I'm on 50 days, so I can sort of now say, hey, maybe it doesn't work for me. I'll try adding things in and see how my body reacts. So trying that, but I've been doing a spreadsheet of how I am affected by the carnivore diet and my energy levels at work. So I started it out with columns throughout the day, starting work at 9, so I did 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, all the way till 4, and then it's that hour that I do a note or a score out of 10 how focused I am. So I'll do like 3 out of 10 if I'm not that focused, which I did get a lot of still, even on the carnivore diet. I also did no caffeine when I started the carnivore diet, and no alcohol, and I've also reduced, actually I've pretty much done no video games, no doom scrolling, all this stuff. So it's like a dopamine detox almost, and carnivore diet at the same time. I went pretty much cold turkey on everything, like extreme, and yeah, I think 46 days in, I still wasn't really getting any benefits, so I started adding stuff in. And yesterday, I had my normal a lot of coffee day, which is 4 instant coffee scoops, or 4 servings, I think that is. But I did it in 2 coffees, so I normally do a double scoop. I had 2 of those in the morning, and then I also had the most I'm allowed to have of my ADHD medication, which is 4 milligrams a day, which is, 4 tablets, and they're 5 milligrams each. And I took 2 at 9 and 2 at 1. So it's 10 milligrams of dexamphetamine at 9, and another 10 milligrams at 1. And I also had my coffee, and the whole day I was super focused on work, and I got a lot done. I had no distractions. I felt very locked in, and that is the first day of, in the last year, actually no. It's the first day on this whole experiment that I've had focus all day. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even do my concentration table notes. I just focused at work the whole day, and then after gym, when I got home, I just filled it out with 10 out of 10 the whole day, because I remember that's how I was feeling. This also could be because I detoxed, or I didn't have any caffeine for a month and a half or whatever, and that day I had a lot, so my body wasn't used to it, and I had the effects of it a lot. It also could be because I added in cheese that day. I had a whole cheese wheel, and I also had salami as snacks, and I had smoked salmon. Could also be the night before I had ribeye and 6 eggs, which is also a lot of carnivore. I think it was 750 grams. I weighed my plate. And sleep wasn't the best. I think it was 6.5 hours of actual sleep, 8.5 hours in bed. according to my sleep cycle app, but I guess maybe that doesn't matter if I have lots of coffee. But I've been trying to make my sleep better. I've been trying really hard. I've been winding down, but I have not been able to get 8 hours sleep while doing this diet thing, so I don't know if that impacts it at all, but still trying to work out sleep and how to get 8 hours a night. It is tough, probably because I'm going to gym before bed almost, or gym and then eating. So I still got to work something out there, but that's the second point I wanted to make anyway, having a really open mind. I wasn't sure if I ever wanted to mention that I was going to start taking ADHD medication, but I just figured if I'm going to be honest with you guys and convince you that having an open mind is good, then I recommend that you try things for yourself and you don't just believe everything you hear, because especially with the diet, there's conflicting beliefs everywhere. Everyone who disagrees with everyone on diet. There's vegetarians, there's people on carnivore now, there's the balanced diet that the doctors recommend with carbs, and they change it around all the time, and you just got to try it for yourself, in my opinion, and see what works for you, because everyone's different and you got to have an open mind. I think it's super important. I think it was the third thing I wanted to talk about. I might just do a pause. I think it was the decluttering quest line. I was doing that this morning. I was clearing my desk of things I didn't have around. That makes no sense. Let's just think for a bit. Well, let's just sit in silence for a bit. Oh, the first thing too. No, the third thing was... Well, actually, the first thing was why I record these videos, isn't it? Outside. So, habit stacking. This here, what I'm doing right now, is a mega habit stack. It's amazing. I realise now, coming down here when it's light out is way better than waking up and doing it first thing, even though waking up and doing it first thing gets it out of the way. It's super consistent because having the morning routine basically makes you do something every day no matter what. We're still making this in the morning routine, but I want it to be when there's light, because habit stacking, recording this video and getting sunlight, getting out in nature is just so helpful, because getting sunlight first thing in the morning and getting out in nature, some fresh air, it's so good for you. It's such a good start to the day. I may not do it first thing in the morning now. I'm going to start having a coffee before and maybe a little bit of work inside, or if I can do a fitness class. I've been trying reformer Pilates for the last week. I've done 3 classes so far, and I actually prefer doing the yoga classes. Even though I've been actually doing very low difficulty, like whatever they say is the easiest thing on the Pilates I've been doing to get the feel of it. So I could probably increase the intensity, but it hasn't been super difficult. It's been pretty chill, but I know it's good for me. I know I'm bad at stretching, so it's good at increasing my flexibility. But yeah, doing this and getting sunlight at the same time and being out in nature is a habit that I want to have every day. So I definitely want to keep this consistent. And recording the video, I have always wanted to become a creator, a content creator of some sort, and you got to sit down and record a video if you want to create content. Like, this is like the most important task for me. Like, I could get someone else to edit the videos if I wanted to, but I can't get someone else to record the videos if I want to be the creator. I suppose, like, technically I could write the script or something, or yeah, get someone else to write the script and be the one talking. I don't know. But anyway, the most important task for me is sitting down and recording a video. So I'm doing that every day, and it doesn't matter if it's first thing in the morning or if it's later in the morning. I just want to make sure that I can record a video every day and get sunlight and be out in nature at the same time. So that's why I love this habit stack. There's probably even more in it, like being grateful. There's another habit stack that I'm doing because I'm recording and saying something I'm grateful for. Creating content, providing value, obviously that's the whole point of the video, but it's just such a good habit. Like, even if I'm not getting any views, I would want to keep doing this because it's good for me mentally to go out in nature in the morning, get fresh air, get sunlight, and be mindful of my gratitude and what I've learnt. Like, it's pretty much a journal, like a diary. Like, I'm just showing you guys the journey of leveling up in real life and using my app. So I'm going to keep doing it, and I hope you guys get lots of value out of this. And I want to keep being honest with you guys, and like, if I have to create some sort of character, I will make sure that it's valuable. It could be an experiment. Like, I'm going to experiment with these things too. Like, if I find out in a few months that coming up with a much more arrogant character benefits everyone, including, you know, the audience, myself, giving more value, then I'll do it. But right now we're just being completely honest. We're just showing the journey, and I encourage everybody to do the same thing. Document your journey and get out, sunlight, nature in the morning, mindfulness, gratitude, meditation as well. I might even sit here for 10 minutes and meditate after this video. It's like a super good habit, because I'll probably explain it in another video, because I think that's probably it for today. I don't want to make this video too long, but I'll probably chop it up into a short and then post the full version on YouTube. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. I want to do it more. I feel pretty good today. Like I said, I did the fitness class first thing in the morning at 6:15 AM. Then I've had my coffee. I've had my dose of ADHD medication, and I did a bit of decluttering this morning, doing the quest for level 100. I want to start doing more of that before I record the video and I have more value to provide. Like, I suppose it's my day off today, so I had more time in the morning, but we'll work it out. We'll get there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you in the next video. See you later. I just stopped my video and there's a wallaby coming for a drink in the dam. I just thought I'd video this. This is the beauty of... There's another wallaby. This is the beauty of going out in nature. You just see this stuff. I think I'll just get that one. This one's chilling though. I don't think that's a kangaroo. I could be wrong, but that looks like a wallaby. They're a lot darker. Look at the zoom on this camera. I just can't hold it still enough. I'm going to sit back down because I had to get up to get my camera off my stand. Hopefully I don't scare it away. Yep, it's looking at me. Sorry, buddy. Yep, I scared it away. Anyway, this was my view. Just looking at the dam. It's beautiful out here. I hope you guys have access to somewhere this beautiful. I'm so lucky.